Harry Reasoner, Barbara Walters, bring you the news.
Good evening. This was the day that the Democrats in the House of Representatives elected the people who will be running the House in the next Congress. The Speaker's job was not really contested, but the struggle for Majority Leader was close. We'll have details. Barbara?
We'll also have a comment by Howard K. Smith suggesting that Big Brother Uncle Sam needs to pay attention south of the border. We'll see a scuffle between Ku Klux Klansmen and demonstrators outside a Marine Court hearing in California. And we'll visit an unprecedented and lavish display of historic Russian clothing at New York's Metropolitan Museum. Some of it was literally fit for a czarina, and a former American First Lady helped to arrange it. All right?
This was Election Day all over again for some members of the House of Representatives, all of them Democrats, all of them wanting the job as House Majority Leader. Besides the power of the job, the Majority Leader gets a bigger staff than other House members do. He gets almost $8,000 more a year. He gets a limousine and a driver. In short, he is a big man on campus. Of course, the really big man in the House is the Speaker, and that job went without opposition to Tip O'Neill of Massachusetts, as everyone knew it would. The race for Majority Leader was something else again, as Don Farmer tells us from Capitol Hill.
The Democrats rule the House by more than 2-1, but they've always been an unruly majority, and so the contest to choose one of their two most important leaders reflected that growing feeling of independence. The new Speaker is Thomas Tip O'Neill, the man from Massachusetts who has moved from Boston politician to national leader in a long, logical progression. O'Neill's election was unanimous. The vote for number 2 was not. The Majority Leader contest was a four-way affair. McFaul, the organization man. Wright, the peacemaking moderate. Bolling, the aloof reformer. And Burton, the abrasive, ambitious, youngest of the four. The voting took 3 ballots, and it was a surprise. First, McFaul folded, and then Bolling dropped out. And in the final count, Jim Wright won over Burton by 1 vote. Wright is 54 years old, from Fort Worth, Texas. He's been in the House since 1954. He is known as an easygoing moderate, and it is thought that his relationship with O'Neill will be cordial and cooperative. The biggest winner in all this may be Jimmy Carter. Jim Wright is thought to be the man closest of the four to Carter in terms of political philosophy. He is thought to be able to further unite the Democrats and to work with O'Neill and Carter on Democratic programs. So now Jimmy Carter has a dynamic duo with whom to work here in the House. Tip O'Neill from Massachusetts and Jim Wright from Texas. This is Don Farmer, ABC News at the Capitol.
There was a bomb scare at Jimmy Carter's transition headquarters in Washington today, and for once, a suspicious envelope did turn out to be the real thing. The building where the envelope was spotted was evacuated. The bomb squad of the Washington police defused the explosive device inside. No one was hurt. The FBI is investigating. In Plains, the talk today was about the likelihood of a tax cut next year, and Sam Donaldson has more.
Bert Lance, introduced on Friday as the incoming administration's budget director, said yesterday a general tax cut is almost certain. But today, the man whose budget director Lance will be refused to back him up.
I wouldn't say it's virtually certain, although it's one of the possibilities.
Are you leaning one way or the other?
Not yet. I'm deliberately keeping my mind open. I have advisors who are leaning all different directions, but I'll wait until I...
Governor, Carter's uncertainty stems in part from still uncertain economic facts, but also in part, he made clear, from a political sense of how to deal with Congress.
It would be a joint decision, I would guess, between myself and the congressional leaders. I would like to work out something harmoniously with them before we make a final announcement.
Carter's concern for congressional sensibilities is well-founded. Not only would he be getting off on the wrong foot with the new leaders if he announced for a tax cut now before consulting them, he might unnecessarily be antagonizing the very man whose House committee writes the tax bills, Al Ullman. Ullman says he opposes a general tax cut now, but might favor one later. Lance may be speaking the hard economic facts when he says a tax cut is almost certain. But Carter is certainly speaking the hard